My name is Shannon Wright, and I created a book called Happits and Hobbies, which is a glossary of a bunch of different healthy habits and hobbies for people to enjoy. So I think it's really important to make the most out of your everyday and seize your everyday and every moment you have. And so I wanted to create a project that highlighted that and gave people resources to figure out what exactly they want to spend all their time doing and what makes them excited to come home at the end of the day. Started with compiling research as well as talking to a lot of people I know about what they enjoy and what kind of stuff that they like to do, and thumbnailed the book from that point. I wanted to include a lot of art and illustration because that's part of what I like to do. And so there was a lot of planning of comics and just what kind of copy and what kind of content I wanted to put in. And after that, I started compiling the final book and figured out a printer to get it printed and went from there. So my event was hosted at Cafe Kerouac on OSU campus, which is an interesting coffee shop, bookstore, event space. They do a lot of local events, which is why they were really pumped for mine. I ended up giving them a shout out in the book and they were really pumped about that. But I wanted to include some of the hobbies from the book that I thought people might enjoy to do in a cafe setting. So I created the instructional sheet for felt crafting as well as a bunch of different coloring sheets with the character who's the mascot for the book. And I provided all the materials people could want. All they had to do was if they wanted to buy a copy of the book, they could. A lot of people kind of said they felt like a kid again, and I saw a lot of just pure unadulterated joy, which is what I wanted from the book from the beginning. One of my favorite interactions I had was a therapist actually came up to me and bought 3 copies of the book and said she wanted to give it to her clients and asked me if she could photocopy pages from it to give to her clients as a worksheet or as just information she could get. And so she was really pumped, and that made me really pumped. I learned a lot about, honestly, the logistical, financial, and experience of hosting an event and contacting the owner of a venue, figuring out where I could advertise the most effectively, and also just creating advertisements that fit within the brand that I was creating. I also learned how to make a book from scratch from start to finish, which will actually help me a lot because I realized that I would like to go into book layout, which in my career, as well as packaging design, and those kind of can go hand in hand. My best friend Hannah Hampshire, who is a comics major here at CCAD, who will be graduating as well, helped me edit the book, helped me set up the event, and was a huge support the entire way. My brother also helped me film some stuff at the event, set stuff up, and a big thank you to Mr. Moore, my professor, for giving me support